The starship Horizon glided silently through the black expanse of uncharted space. Its hull glimmered faintly under the light of distant stars. Humans had traveled far beyond known territories, seeking knowledge and allies among the stars. On this mission, the Horizon was not armed for war. Its purpose was far nobler, understanding life forms no human had ever met. Elias Ward, a xenopsychologist with a calm demeanor and bright eyes, stood on the observation deck. Staring at the glowing swirls of the Lumisphere Nebula, the nebula was unlike anything humanity had seen. Its clouds shimmered with shifting lights, pulsing as if the very space itself breathed. The crew whispered about its beauty and danger. 4 sensors indicated unpredictable energy fluctuations within the nebula. Elias felt drawn not just to the nebula, but to what might live inside it. As part of the research team, his role was unique. He did not merely study new life forms. He communicated with them, learning to understand their thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Yet this mission promised challenges unlike any before. Elias. "Readings are stabilizing," said Commander Rhea, stepping beside him. Her voice was calm, yet carried the authority of someone who had led countless missions. "We should prepare for entry." "The crew is ready, but we don't know what we will find." Elias nodded. "I understand, Commander. Whatever is inside, I hope we can approach peacefully." The ship descended into the nebula, its engines humming softly. The walls of the nebula were alive with radiant energy, colors shifting from violet to gold, green to crimson. The sensors detected a large energy signature, single, intense life form. Not animal, not plant, not machine, but something new entirely. Elias felt his heart quicken. This was why he had become a xenopsychologist. To touch the unknown, to understand without harming. As they approached, a luminous figure appeared within the nebula. It moved like liquid light, flowing in shapes that suggested form but not exact anatomy. Its glow pulsed with emotion, curiosity, caution, and a subtle warmth that spoke of intelligence. The crew watched in awe, their fear softened by the figure's gentle aura. "Name unknown," the ship's AI reported. "Species and origin not in database." Elias stepped forward. "It's sentient," he whispered, almost to himself. "And it wants to communicate." He activated the resonance link, a neural interface designed to safely share thoughts and emotions between humans and energy-based life forms. The process was delicate. The mind of a human and the consciousness of a being like this could clash if approached improperly. A pulse of light connected Elias to the figure. He felt a strange sensation, as if standing in a vast, empty hall, while another presence filled it with warmth. The being's emotions flowed into him: curiosity, wonder, and a quiet caution. He reciprocated, sending calmness, honesty, and a peaceful intent. For a long moment, neither moved. Then, the being's glow shifted to a soft golden hue. Elias understood. It trusted him. It had felt his sincerity, the purity of his intentions. "My name is Elias," he said aloud, though he knew the being would not hear words. Instead, it sensed the essence of his name, his identity, the humanity behind it. Slowly, the being introduced itself. Serenia's. Serenia's energy expanded, forming delicate shapes around Elias, almost like a dance. Each movement conveyed meaning, fascination, trust, and a willingness to engage. Elias felt a thrill he had never known. He was not only witnessing first contact, he was part of it. But the nebula was not peaceful. Sensors began detecting instability, massive energy surges that threatened to collapse the entire region. Commander Rhea's voice was tense. "Elias, the readings are worsening. We may have minutes before this nebula becomes lethal. We must leave now." Elias shook his head. "We cannot leave. Not when they need help. Serenia can guide us through safely." Rhea frowned. "This is not a negotiation, Elias. Your connection is unusual, but survival comes first." Elias took a deep breath. "I trust her, and I believe she trusts me. We cannot abandon that trust." The rest of the crew exchanged worried glances, unsure whether their xenopsychologist was acting bravely or recklessly. But Elias knew the truth. Fear would achieve nothing. Only understanding, respect, and courage could save them. He focused again on the resonance link. Through it, he conveyed his intentions clearly. They sought passage, not harm. They wished to study, not destroy. They wanted friendship. Serenia's glow intensified. The swirling lights formed patterns that resembled human gestures of offering and acceptance. It extended luminous tendrils toward the ship, revealing safe channels through the nebula that no instrument could detect. The crew murmured in disbelief. "She's showing us the path," one engineer whispered. Elias smiled, feeling a warmth in his chest. Trust was forming, delicate and rare, between species separated by unimaginable differences. The link allowed them to touch each other's core being, connection not of language but of soul. Yet the nebula's energy fluctuations grew stronger. Pulses of unstable matter swirled dangerously close to the ship. The horizon rocked as energy streaks sliced through space around them. "Evasive maneuvers," Rhea commanded. The engines roared. The usual navigation systems could not compensate for the unpredictable. Nebula paths. Elias held steady in the resonance link, his mind intertwined with Serenia's. "Follow me," he transmitted. "I'll guide you through her directions." Serenia pulsed brighter, and together, mind and energy intertwined, they created a mental map for the crew to follow. Each turn, each shift in energy, was communicated silently yet clearly. The ship navigated perilous swirls of radiant particles. The crew marveled at the patterns, moving almost like music, yet deadly if misread. Through the link, Elias conveyed confidence, reassurance, and respect. Serenia mirrored his courage with her own energy. Stabilizing sections of the nebula long enough for the ship to pass, minutes felt like hours. The crew, initially skeptical, began trusting the bond forming between human and Luminari. It was unlike anything they had ever seen. Fear replaced by cooperation, hesitation replaced by faith. Finally, the most dangerous sector approached. A massive energy vortex threatened to swallow the ship. Sensors went wild. Alarms screamed, "Hold her steady." Elias sent through the link. His mind and Serenia's became one focus, one pulse. She responded with a surge of light, shielding the horizon just long enough to clear the vortex. When the danger passed, the ship emerged into a calm expanse of nebula, serene and quiet. The crew exhaled in relief. Rhea's expression softened as she approached Elias. "You were right," she said quietly. "I didn't believe it, but she helped us. I don't know how, but she did." Elias smiled, his eyes still reflecting the afterglow of their connection. "Not me," he said. "We helped each other. Trust and understanding were the real guides." Serenia's light swirled gently around the ship, no longer frantic, no longer tense. She lingered near the horizon, curious, yet calm. Elias felt a gentle warmth in his mind. The connection was fading now, but the essence remained. He whispered, "We'll return. We will learn more together." The ship's crew, still in awe, began preparing systems for further study. They had learned something vital. Humans could reach others not through power or force, through patience, empathy, and courage. A soul touched another soul, and in that connection, trust blossomed. As the horizon moved deeper into the nebula, Elias knew that this first contact was only the beginning. Serenia had opened a door to a new understanding, a new alliance. And for the first time, he felt the quiet thrill of not just discovery, but true connection. Above all, he realized, touching a soul first could lead, a heart to follow without fear. And somewhere within the swirling lights of the Lumisphere Nebula, Serenia pulsed a soft golden glow, as if smiling at him, welcoming the start of a friendship that might change the universe forever. The starship Horizon glided through the calm expanse of the Lumisphere Nebula. After the harrowing first encounter, the crew felt a renewed sense of purpose. What had started as a mission to explore unknown space had become something far greater, a journey to build trust and friendship across species. Elias Ward remained at the forefront, He spent hours at the observation deck, often alone, meditating within the resonance link. Serenia's luminous presence lingered near the ship, her golden glow a quiet companion. Although their minds were not permanently connected, a gentle bond remained, subtle yet unmistakable. The crew worked on studying the nebula's energy patterns, but they soon realized the threat was far from gone. Sensors detected a cosmic storm forming deep within the nebula. It was a massive wave of radiant energy, capable of tearing apart ships and destabilizing life forms like Serenia. Commander Rhea summoned Elias. "The storm is moving faster than expected. We may not survive if it reaches us." Elias nodded, his mind already reaching out to Serenia. She can guide us again, but we need to strengthen our link. I must share more than thought. I must share courage. The crew exchanged uneasy looks. The first resonance link had been safe, controlled. This time, Elias planned to dive deeper into the connection, risking mental strain. "Are you sure about this?" Rhea asked. "It could affect your mind." "I am sure," Elias said calmly. "Trust is not built through fear. It is built through action. If we fail to try, we fail everyone here." The resonance link activated once more. Elias reached out to Serenia, focusing on calm, hope, and unwavering determination. This time, it was different. He didn't just communicate emotions, he shared a sense of courage, a willingness to face danger for the sake of life and friendship. Serenia responded immediately. Her glow intensified, brighter than ever before. She reached out with threads of light, wrapping them gently around the ship. She seemed to understand fully that the storm posed a mortal threat, but she did not hesitate. Her trust in Elias inspired a new kind of bravery in her. The first wave of the cosmic storm hit the horizon. Sensors screamed warnings, lights flickered, and the hull vibrated violently. Crew members braced themselves, gripping whatever they could, yet the ship did not fall into chaos. Serenia's luminous tendrils formed a protective shield around the horizon. The energy pulse softened the storm's impact, allowing the ship to glide through the first wave. Crew members stared in amazement, recognizing the power of cooperation between species. "Elias, she's stabilizing the energy field."
"Oh, yeah,"
one engineer shouted. Elias held the link, feeling Serenia's energy in his mind. "We are stronger together," he thought. "We can survive this." The storm intensified. A second wave approached, larger and more dangerous. Elias realized that to succeed, he would need to link even more deeply, merging his mental focus with Serenia's luminous consciousness. It was a delicate balance. Too much strain could overwhelm either of them. "Serenia," he transmitted, "trust me. Let us combine our strength." Her glow pulsed rapidly in response. Without fear, she allowed their energies to merge more fully. Elias felt her essence surround him like a warm light, and he returned the favor, sending courage, determination, and the steady heartbeat of humanity. Together, Min and Luminari created a synchronized pulse that countered the storm's chaos. The energy corridors through the nebula shifted to match their combined resonance. Guiding the horizon safely along a path no instrument could calculate, the crew moved as one with the ship. But their hearts beat fastest, not from danger, but from awe. They had witnessed something extraordinary, a human and an alien reaching across. Differences to protect and guide life itself. The final wave of the storm approached. It was massive, almost overwhelming. Even Serenia's energy flickered with strain. Ilias understood that this was the ultimate test of their bond. He focused every thought, every ounce of strength, sending a pulse of human courage and hope into the link. Serenia responded with radiant brilliance, a golden light that filled the observation deck and spilled into the hull. The storm struck, but the shield they created held. The horizon shuddered, but remained intact. The energy corridor stabilized, and the ship emerged into a calm, glowing part of the nebula. Silence followed. The crew looked around, their faces reflecting awe and relief. Rhea approached Elias, her eyes wide. "You did it," she said quietly. "We survived. Because of you too." Elias exhaled slowly, the weight of exertion leaving him. "No, we did it together." He glanced at the glowing figure of Serenia, still hovering near the ship. Her light pulsed softly, a gentle rhythm that seemed almost like a heartbeat. The resonance link began to fade naturally, but the bond remained. Elias felt it in his chest. A connection not built on force, not on fear, but on trust and understanding. Saranya had felt his sincerity, and he had felt hers. Together they had faced danger and prevailed. As the storm passed, the Horizon crew prepared for further study. They marveled at the nebula's beauty, no longer afraid but filled with wonder and curiosity. Elias approached Saranya, speaking aloud, though he knew she would not hear words. "Your soul touched mine first," he said softly. "Now my heart trusts you. I hope yours trusts humanity as well." Saranya responded with a gentle glow, her light wrapping around Elias briefly, a gesture of acknowledgement and gratitude. In her own way, she expressed what words could not, that trust had been given, and friendship had begun. Days passed, and the Horizon mapped more of the nebula. With Saranya's guidance, they discovered stable regions rich with energy patterns that could aid future human exploration. Every interaction with her revealed more about her species, how they experienced the universe through light and emotion, how they built connections that were deeper than words, and how their trust was earned, never demanded. Elias continued his resonance sessions, careful to maintain balance and respect. Each session revealed more layers of Saranya's consciousness, and in return, she understood humanity better. She learned about courage, loyalty, empathy, and the strange yet beautiful strength of the human heart. The Horizon's crew began to see the changes in Elias. He moved with quiet confidence, no longer just a scientist observing, but a bridge between worlds. Crew members found themselves inspired by his patience, his courage, and his unwavering belief in the good of life, no matter the form it took. Saranya, too, seemed to transform. Her light shimmered with newfound warmth, subtle patterns that suggested emotions like joy and curiosity beyond mere survival instincts. She had faced fear, danger, and uncertainty with Elias by her side, and her trust had grown without hesitation. One evening, as the Horizon drifted near the edge of the nebula, Elias stood on the observation deck, watching stars and energy swirls mingle. Saranya hovered near the ship, her glow soft and comforting. "Thank you," Elias transmitted through the link, his mind gently touching hers. "For trusting me, for helping us survive, for showing me the strength in your heart." Saranya pulsed gently, responding with warmth and rhythm. It was a simple gesture, yet Elias understood it perfectly. She trusted him, and through that trust, she had allowed a human heart to follow without fear. The Horizon prepared to leave the nebula, carrying not only scientific discoveries, but a story that would inspire generations. Elias knew that the human approach to life, empathy, courage, and patience could touch even the most alien of souls, and he understood more clearly than ever. The true connections were built on respect, sincerity, and the willingness to reach out without expecting anything in return. As the ship moved toward open space, Elias watched Saranya's light fade slowly into the nebula, lingering like a promise. Their journey together was only beginning. Though distance now separated them, the connection between human and luminary had been forged at the deepest level. One soul had reached another, and a heart had followed, free from fear. Elias smiled. Somewhere in the endless universe, a luminous being trusted humanity because one human had dared to touch her soul first. And in that trust, hope for countless worlds had begun. The Horizon continued its voyage, carrying courage, knowledge, and the understanding that humans could rise not by conquering others, but by connecting with them. Through wisdom, empathy, and bravery, humanity had proven that hearts could unite across stars, across species, and across the unknown. Elias leaned back, his eyes reflecting the soft golden glow of the nebula. He whispered to the universe, too, "Saranya, and perhaps to himself, may all hearts follow without fear." And for the first time, the vast silence of space did not feel empty. It was alive with connection, promise, and the quiet warmth of trust that had grown between human and luminary.